right. Looks like we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Hashtag Impact Wrestling. Hashtag Impact After Dark. Hashtag J-Bone After Dark. Hashtag Thirsty Thursday. What a show. Blood Rain's in the chat. Good evening to you, sir. And just in time for the review. Yes, just in time. Welcome. Come on in. Relax. Crack a cold one with Uncle J-Bone as we discuss tonight's Impact Wrestling on a Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. That sounds like a fun hashtag. You know, it's like, hey, we're almost to the weekend. You know. Oh my goodness. I think I kind of drove my my wife nuts. She actually watched it. Well, she watched it with me. She sat next to me. I don't know how much she watched. But like, oh my God, did you see that? She'd be like, see what? I'd be like, you missed it. She'd be like, I wouldn't exactly say I missed it. I'm like, oh, Mrs. J-Bone, you're killing me. All right. Where do we start with this? Homecoming, we are on the road. She watched actual wrestling. Eugene Evans is in the chat. Welcome, Eugene. Is this a new name? This is not one of my regulars, I don't think. Welcome to the show. If you are new and you're digging the product, please smash that like button and smash that sub button as well. We were at 575. We lost one the other day. It's like whenever I start counting them, then all of a sudden we lose one or two. But then we get some back, and it grows. One step forward, one step back, two steps forward, one step back. That's how it goes. That's how it goes on YouTube. I've been here before. Well, that's awesome. Welcome back, Eugene. Welcome back. Glad you could join us. I know it's late. But hey, we're just chilling, talking about some Impact. So whoever joins in, awesome. I actually pop in when there's Jordan talk. LOL. Well, we will be discussing some thick mama pump tonight, if you will. Let's see. Monday show, you'd be sleeping right now. Impact. I think it was a shot of caffeine. That's funny. All right. So let's start out with, oh my God, I need to clean this up. Hashtag clean my office. Should keep Ruby Rays. Yes, we'll talk about that too. Trust me, we'll get to that. Some Ruby Rays on some Thickamama Pump. We start out with the Ultimate X Homecoming qualifying match. And we'll talk about both right away off the bat because, man, they were fun. And some interesting stuff going on here in this opening contest. Hell of a match between Dave Christ and Rich Swann. Interesting that Willie Mack was not in Rich Swann's corner. I thought he was going to be. Now, granted, he did come out. And I don't know how Rich Swann came out in the win with this one. He really had the odds stacked against him, as did Willie Mack. Willie Mack did not make it. Rich Swann did, though. Very interesting. Great match, though, between Dave Christ and Rich Swann. the most. I mean, don't get me wrong. The qualifying matches, all the matches tonight were tremendous. I mean, if you want hands down good wrestling matches, seriously, in 2018, Impact Wrestling is I'd say the most consistent place for wrestling, whether it be high flyers in the X division, whether it be two hosses like tonight, Brian Cage and Moose just clobbering the shit out of each other, or knockouts, women's matches that just like, oh my God. You know, and I know, I don't remember who said it last week, talking about someone in the chat talking about that we're probably going to get some best of 2018 matches, and that, you know, a lot of people skip them. Folks, if you're going to watch any best of matches or best of episodes this year, I want you to think twice about skipping the end of the year episodes for 2018. I'm going to watch them. Seriously, look at the year that Impact Wrestling has had. They've had a tremendous comeback to pay-per-views, even the in-house specials, Twitch TV specials, one-night onlys. They've had a couple, you know, glitches here and there, like the last Twitch show, they had some technical difficulties. But you know, the people that were there enjoyed the show live. You know, the people at home, unfortunately, I didn't try to watch it. I just heard stuff about it. So yeah, I mean, we're getting 2 weeks worth of the best of. I would have liked to seen 1 week and maybe one more week of a build-up, but we're getting that last build-up week, literally the go-home show, January 3rd of the first episode of 2018. So, but I'm not upset about that. I've stopped watching WWE altogether, and I've been faithfully reviewing this for just over, like, every episode, just over a year now. And my fan base is changing by the week, which is not a bad thing. I'm promoting solid storylines, solid wrestling, men and women. You got some comedy in there with the smoke show stuff, along with some edgy sexiness. Folks, Impact Wrestling is like the most complete 2 hours of wrestling on TV right now. Hell, one episode of Impact Wrestling destroys a whole month's worth of WWE bullshit. Seriously. Hell, when Impact Wrestling was sucking, they didn't have their top guy come out there and go, "Oh, sorry, our show sucks." What in the hell is that shit? I didn't watch that this week, but I heard about it. The headline popped up on my phone when I was driving home. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. They put Seth Rollins out there and he said that? Why the hell would you watch that show anymore? Seriously. He just told you it sucks. Why would you watch a show when your top star comes out and says, our show sucks? Pathetic. It's sad. It's fucking sad. That's why I support these brands. MLW, Lucha Underground, Impact Wrestling. Hell, even Ring Warriors, bringing back a dose of old school to professional wrestling. Decent show. Decent show. It's got some growing to do, but it's a decent start. had that to troll their fans for whatever reason. It's you just just anyways, enough of that stupid shit. So then we get an interesting confrontation after this match. Oh, I almost forgot. When Mac had a cut in it. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. The confrontation when Willie Mack came down to the ring to help Swan, and at the same time, Callahan sent OVE out of the ring to leave Swan alone. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I don't, we we don't get that too much in wrestling where you're like, what just happened? I asked Mrs. J-Bone. I was like, did you see that? Why did that happen? Why did Callahan do that? She's like, I don't care. I was like, Mrs. J-Bone. Unbelievable. So then there's a confrontation what I was going to get to before I almost skipped that very interesting part in the ring. Willie Mack was like, what are you doing? Why did you stop me? And Swan was like, look, I've been down this road before. I don't want to go down this road again. So apparently he has a lot of history with Callahan. And I mean, I'm not familiar with it because I haven't seen all the different indies that they've been associated with. I'm guessing maybe part of it was CZW. That's a guess, amongst probably some other places. Because some of these guys do like the classic Punk Colt Cabana thing. They'll take a rivalry and they'll ship it all over here to here to here to here to here. Kind of like how Pentagon and Callahan did a lot of matches around the country this year. That I heard about, and I think that's very interesting. But that's like when you got a hot rivalry, you tour it. That's smart business. Then the indie companies go, ooh, that's hot shit. I'm bringing that to my town for my wrestling company fans that come to see my show. I'm bringing that here. That's smart. So it's just weird because we've never seen Callahan act like this before. Callahan is... There was a lot of oh shit moments tonight. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Between high spots and like moments like this, like just between head scratching stuff. Oh my god, tremendous episode, really leading into Homecoming. I mean, they could have made this the go home show, and I'd have been happy with it. We got the Ultimate X qualifiers. We've got heat between the tag teams going for the tag team championship. All we need now is like another stare down between Cage and Johnny Impact. It's not rocket science, just little things, the matches sell themselves. That card is awesome. It is. And it's growing. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this develops. I mean, if we got 2 best of shows the next 2 weeks, they're not going to be able to do much with this. I think what they're doing, and what they've kind of done this before in other rivalries, they plant seeds for stuff. And then they'll continue some of these storylines like right after the pay-per-view. They'll pick them up and they'll grow on them. Um, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know they've done it very recently. But anyways, um, Josh Matthews has an interview in the ring with the number one contender, Taya Valkyrie, and the Knockouts champion, Tessa Blanchard. Gives them both a chance to speak their piece about Homecoming, which is, cool. And both women really did actually keep their cool, which was nice to see, as opposed to the always, clobbering the crap out of each other, which they have done a lot lately. But they were cool tonight. I mean, they looked sexy. They were out there and they looked great, and they cut good promos. What more do you want? And then, excuse me, damn, woof. It's beer. It's the beer. Oh, yeah. She's going to be on Women of Wrestling, yeah. She'll be on a show that is likely to draw bigger numbers than Impact. What? Okay, well, okay, I'm not defending that, but to automatically say that, Impact is doing okay, Impact should be doing better numbers, but Pop screwed them, okay? I have no clue what Women in Wrestling is going to do. Do I hope it does well on Access TV? Yes, I hope it does, because it kind of looks a little like a like a women's Lucha Underground is what it looks like. Maybe not so much sci-fi, but the cinematics look very Lucha Underground-esque. Is that a word? It is now. Lucha Underground-esque. Just Google it. It's in the J-Bone Wiki. And Josh Matthews announced that there is going to be it won't top it. Days full of shit. Well, whether it does or not, I mean, it's a stupid quote from Dave, but I hope it does well. I have no clue what New Japan does on Access TV. I don't watch it much because it's all old stuff. It's not as old as it used to be. It used to be like a half year old. Now it's only like a month or two old. But they got to put newer shit on there. They got to. If they want anybody to watch it. The new stipulation for the Knockouts Championship match at Homecoming, Gail Kim, the first Knockouts champion ever, multi-time champion, special guest referee, Gail Kim. I'm not usually one to toot my own horn. I usually stay pretty humble on here, but I did as soon as Gail Kim showed up. Was it last week or was it the week before? Whenever she showed up to help break up the fight, I called it. So I'm not going to be like, I knew it was going to happen. No, you guys that watch me, I'm not like that. I'll give myself a tiny little pat on the back, though. That's a good thing, though. Special guest, because I kind of had a feeling. I was like, okay, there's Gail Kim. What's going on? She hasn't been on TV since she retired. Was she? No, I don't think she's been on TV since they retired. Since she retired, excuse me. They didn't retire her. She retired herself. Um, but she still works in the back. She helps run the Knockouts line, and she's like the Knockouts producer. And honestly, I'd say she's got her hands freaking full. She's helping with the championship rivalry, Allie's stuff, and you got Jordan in a hell of a rivalry with Catriona. I always got to go back to that. It's funny shit. Grado. Catriona. But we'll get to that in a bit. So, yeah, pretty cool. Special guest referee Gail Kim for the Knockouts Championship match at Homecoming. Good stuff. Oof. Put on a sexy little ref shirt. Gail Kim comes strutting out. She badass. All over again. Mm-hmm. Next, we get the next Ultimate X Homecoming qualifying match between multi-time X Division champion Trevor Lee and new to the roster Trey Miguel coming out with the Rascals. I don't think they stuck around, though. I did not see them at ringside. I might have missed it, but I think they just like came out with him for like moral support, and I think they went back. I'd have to watch it again. But this was a hell of a match between these two. Trevor Lee really gave it to Trey. I wanted to assume that Trey was going to win because it really gives him a chance to shine as someone new to the roster, along with the tag team component of the Rascals, Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Because like Trey Miguel was out there with them for their first tag match last week. He did not wrestle, though. He was just at ringside. Where the hell did Trey pull those moves from? The kids on the level of Ricochet. I'll give a shit what anyone says. It's funny you mentioned Ricochet because I still laugh about, was a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Trey Miguel was on an episode of MLW. MJF, Maxwell Jacob, I always get that middle name mixed up. Jacob or James? Nonetheless, MJF was at ringside talking with Tony Schiavone and said Trey Miguel was like a shorter Ricochet, or said when the hell did Ricochet join MLW? He said something to that effect. Now, that's supposed to be razzing Trey, but honestly, as good as Ricochet is, that's not it. That is a compliment. That's one of the highest compliments you can give that kid, because Ricochet's on another level. I may not watch the product because I'm not into the WWE stuff anymore, but I will still give Ricochet props. Like I said, I still have my favorites in that company. I just won't watch it. I wish him all the success. Do I wish he was still in the indies and rocking Lucha Underground? Hell yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. I was still holding out hope until the last minute that maybe he would have Signed with Impact Wrestling. Man, can you imagine Ricochet on Impact Wrestling? Jiminy Christmas. That'd be unbelievable. That'd be crazy. I think we would have a completely different company right now. I think we'd have a different X Division champ right now, honestly. But anyways, Trey Miguel wins over Trevor Lee. And that really says something about him. You know, not overthinking this about, well, they booked it like that. On paper, looking at this, a new kid, Trey Miguel, cutting his teeth in Ohio for, I don't know how long he's been wrestling. That's one thing I don't know is how long he's been around. Trevor Lee's been around. The Carolina Caveman. Couldn't think of what they called him. Just popped in my head. They were saying something about shaving chest. He used to have a hairy chest, didn't he? Did he shave his chest? He looked like he shaved his chest. Not so hairy. Still got the beard and I don't know what that's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair, man. Oh, goodness. Walk into a barber shop, lady faints. Kick Trevor Lee out. They could do that with a skit on Impact Wrestling. Whole shop turns around and goes, damn! Trevor Lee walks out. Oh, J-Bone's just goofy tonight. Yep. So, we've got the 4 qualifiers for the Ultimate X match. Ethan Page, Jay Christ, Rich Swann, Trey Miguel. Trevor shaved his chest. You look at these 4 guys. I don't think you could look at all 4 of these guys and immediately pick a winner. I really don't think you can. You can just quick, boom, guess one. But seriously, they're all different and they're all incredibly talented. If I had to quick pick one, which is difficult, I'd pick Ethan Page. He is so... I know he's not like the other 3 guys. And to be honest, I mean, Jake, Rich, and Trey all have very similar traits. They can all do high-flying stuff. All 3 are very innovative. Ethan Page is just all around good. And he is a little bigger. But I wouldn't automatically, because I know some people are going to look at him and be like, oh, he's just another Brian Cage. No, he's nothing like Brian Cage. I would compare Ethan Page to more like a Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens type wrestler, honestly. Both very innovative, both very good on the mic, and can be very unpredictable in the ring. Ethan Page pulled out a swanton for crying out loud last week. Hello. I've never seen him do that before. He's not a big aerial guy. Now all of a sudden it's like, where did that come from? Crazy. So I would I would pick Ethan. But I would be very curious to see who you guys pick. I'll be doing a prediction show somewhere at the end of the year. Somewhere at the end of the year. Um, maybe we'll do a New Year's Eve show. I don't know. We'll see. Ethan might be a bit out of his element with all the high flyers. Yeah, I can understand that statement. I can understand that statement. But he also has a lot to bring to the table that they don't. He's got a power component, but he's also very quick and unpredictable. Like I said, they all bring something different. It's really a great list of guys. Ruby once in Impact. She just favorited a tweet I made asking to keep her. Oh, I saw that tweet. I think I liked and shared it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's room for her. There's no reason why she can't be a part of it. She you know what? Let's just talk about that next. I know I'm going to be jumping around here a bit, but man, what did you guys think of the debut of Ruby Reyes? Now, granted, she lost, but I honestly think that every extra girl that they used in the last handful of weeks stood out in their debut, even if it was in losing fashion. I don't think there was anybody that was like, oh, why did they bring her on? Heather Monroe looks like a very talented girl. Also saw her on Ring Warriors. She made her debut 2 weeks ago on Ring Warriors as well. So I saw her on TV 2 weeks in a row. This is very cool. So we've actually seen her on TV 3 times within like the last month. Twice on Impact. I think she faced Sue Young. She lost, but she put up a fight. She had a better match against... Who did she face? Was it Allie? Oh, shit, I can't remember. And then there was someone else. I can't remember. But yeah, Ruby looked great. And I don't think I'm completely out of my realm here when I say that Ruby Reyes reminded me a bit of Congo Kong. She's a big, powerful girl. Okay. And I think Jordan Grace is one tough chicky poo. Seriously. I mean, smash that like button if you like some thick mama pump. I mean, seriously. And the more I see Jordan Grace on Impact Wrestling, it's like, wow. She is really something. But Ruby Reyes really shook her up. And of course, Katarina's got to get her chops in there too. Congo Kong. Did I say Congo Kong? I didn't say Congo Kong, did I? I meant... Now I'm completely drawing a blank. Not Congo Kong. Oh, I'm having a complete brain fart now. I thought I said Awesome Kong. Well, anyways, I meant Awesome Kong. Thank you. Thank you, Blood Rain. Oh, did not mean Congo Kong. Not against Congo Kong. The man follows me. I like to keep it like that. He's a hell of a guy, though. He is. He's a hell of a big guy wrestler. I mean, found out recently he's got 20 years in the business. Hello. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. Jeez Louise. I'm sure we'll see him back. But, you know, it is what it is. I know Jimmy Jacobs is still around. He's just working him back. It's not a bad thing. Follows you too? Cool. So, yeah. Ruby Reyes had a great match against, like, she lost, but she had a great match against Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace, man. She just... I jokingly told my wife, I'm like, that chick's arm is bigger than my thigh. Oh. It's always leg day at her house. Jeez Louise. My legs are just embarrassing. Anyways. So I don't know if we're going to get something else from Katarina and Jordynne Grace. I think it's kind of over, but it seems like there might be something left. It's hard to tell, you know. She made Jordynne Grace look small. She did, but Jordynne Grace is so damn tough. I mean, you know, power-wise, holy she's just more muscular than Ruby Reyes. But I certainly do, as good as Jordynne Grace is, and I know she's contracted and I know she's sticking around, and it looks like she's fine. I thought she was injured. It looks like she's fine. She was fine in this match. I certainly hope Ruby Reyes does stick around. Or they use her again in the tapings coming up in a couple months. They're coming back to Sam's Town in March. I think it's March. So that's like 4 months away. Okay, if they shot this in November, I'm thinking December, January, February, March. Okay. I can count. I'm thinking about when I shot this, okay? Not when it aired. Different. So yeah, great match between both of them. Looks like we're getting Allie versus Kiera Hogan at Homecoming. Could we possibly see the return, finally, of the Queen of the Hivelings, Rosemary? Maybe, just maybe. Kiera's acting needs a little work. I like the promo she cut tonight. I mean, it sounds sincere. She, you know, whoever's cutting promos lately, when they shoot those little things, they keep them short and they keep them simple. And that's all you got to do. You don't have to put her out, Kiera. I mean, okay, you're not going to put Kiera Hogan out there at the start of the show with a 15-minute promo. Like other shows. You know, they don't need to do that. Little vignette in the back, short and sweet. You know they got a match at Homecoming. That's all you need. Was it the best thing she ever did? No, but she is getting better at it. Bit by bit, you know, not like, oh my God, best promo she's cut ever. No, but she's getting better at it. They're working on it. You know, when you've got a knockouts locker room and you've got women like Tessa and Taya who are very charismatic, and even Allie, and Su Young, very charismatic. You know, don't tell me they're not all helping each other. That's a solid ass locker room. So yeah, the body and the booty, body and the booty. Level about Alicia Edwards. Oh, I don't know if I'd say that. They could fix Kiera. Well, yeah. I mean, not everybody is going to come out there and have the charisma of Tessa and Taya. Okay. They're on top for a reason. Kiera's been growing solid and steady for like the last year, you know. They're keeping her around. They see potential in her. I think her wrestling's gotten better too. I would have liked seen because she's in that one stable in, I think it's Shimmer or is it Shine? I always get that confused. I'm sorry. I always do. I think it's Shimmer with Candy Cartwright, I think. I think she was in a stable with her. And that's something I used to watch on Flow Slam last year, the year before. And I always was hoping that, I was like, oh, Kiera Hogan went in to Impact about a year. She's been there about a year now, I think, give or take a little bit. So I was always hoping that they'd bring the rest of that crew in. I always wanted to see more of Candy Cartwright. She's pretty good. I don't follow her on social media or nothing. Anyways. Get her name. Released earlier this year. I don't know. Red-haired girl. Oh, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. It's a revolving locker room, you know? Some come, some go. Not Chelsea Green, I know that much. What is next? Okay, interesting segment between Conan and LAX. She came in at the time of Q. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Story. Oh, yeah, I've seen her. Yeah, they didn't use her much. So, maybe there was a bad vibe or something. I don't know. There was something else to her, too. I forget what it was. Something. I forget. But anyways. But yeah, I remember. I recognized the name. I thought she was a brunette. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Anyways. Oh, well. So Conan is not happy with this whole thing between LAX and Pentagon. And he doesn't want to be in the middle of it because he's seen so many confrontations over his long career over the years between this classic guy and this classic guy, or this team and that team. So sounds like he's basically washing his hands of it. He's like, I won't go out there with you guys. Which, it worries me a little bit. It worries me a little bit because it makes me wonder if Conan is going to abandon LAX and maybe join another team, bring in. Oh, excuse me. Oof, I had a Mexican pizza before I went live. Oh, good old Jack's Pizza. Oh, so good. So good. It makes you wonder if maybe Conan is going to bring in a new team, maybe at Homecoming, and like shock everyone. I have no clue who we would, but it just, I could just see like a storyline happening like that. But I also can't imagine Conan abandoning LAX or the Lucha Brothers for that matter. I don't know. This may cost LAX at Homecoming. Oh, I think it's absolutely going to cost them at Homecoming. I mean, I also hope that Phoenix is healthy enough. Now, granted, he's got 3 weeks to go. He got injured, what, a week or more ago? So he's got a solid month to rest up. Before the pay-per-view. I hope he's ready. I hope they don't have to cancel it. If they cancel it, they cancel it. You know it's going to happen somewhere. 2 or 3 weeks, yeah. So yeah, I can't imagine Conan not being out there. It's weird. But I mean, that's also brings a whole lot of, that changes like the psychology in this match a lot because we've seen LAX out there without Conan before, and we see what happens. When Conan was attacked before, LAX lost their titles to the OGs, Homicide and Hernandez, along with King. So yeah, I mean, LAX is like one of the best teams out there. But there's something about that Conan component. I mean, he brings the knowledge and he keeps them focused and he keeps them on that straight and narrow path to victory and keeping those belts. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. But that match between Phoenix and Santana, that finisher, jeez Louise, that spinning, was that spinning muscle buster, like a modified muscle buster? Oh my God. What these two guys pulled out in that match, when they were promoting this, and I think they even said something about, I think Josh Matthews even said something about it on the press pass before he got into the call with the Rascals. He was talking about tonight's Impact, and he's like, the match between Santana Ortiz, he's like, I don't care how you watch it, you find a way to watch it. You don't want to miss that one. He was right. It was tremendous. And what was also great is there was no interference. There's no big sly heel work here. It's two of the best tag teams in the world right now. Excuse me. The spots in this match, my God. Just unbelievable. Phoenix coming out with a win, though. Respect at the end of the match, though. Did you see that? No fighting. Phoenix held out his hand. And then they gave each other like a, ow, a little fist bump, Doesn't actually hurt. It just pops. Getting old, man. Getting old sucks. Kids, don't grow old. It sucks. Stay young. I don't know. Drink beer and stay young. Wise words of your Uncle J-Bone. Uncle? Or where the hell that came from. J-Bone's always evolving. Now he's an uncle. I don't even have a brother or a sister. Whatever. So yeah. By far, I mean, there were some, I mean, like I said, all these matches in this episode were tremendous tonight, but this one, you slide that one in for contender of the year. Or one of the best of the year, we'll say. It was good. Oh, the contracts supposedly are up soon. The key is keeping them. That's why they were pulled from Evolve, more than likely. That could be a component if that's true with their contracts. I know I have read that Conan is trying to get them and the Lucha Brothers better contracts. Not that they didn't have good contracts, but I think over the course of this last year and doing as much as they have for Impact Wrestling and wrestling in general, everywhere, no matter where these guys stop, they have one of the best matches of the evening, bar none, every time. Single, tag team, whatever. And this brand is so damn lucky to have that. And they gotta keep them. I mean, are they going to be able to lock them down? No. But I mean, okay, for example, Ring of Honor does exclusive contracts. So, like, you're not going to see. That's why guys like Brody King just did a farewell speech at, was that PCW or wherever he did? Bar Wrestling, one of those. He just did a farewell speech because he's going to Ring of Honor in an exclusive contract, which means you're only going to see him on Ring of Honor. Same with Flip Gordon. You're only going to see him on Ring of Honor. That's what I've heard. I don't know. But saw him at All In. I don't know. All those guys had exclusive contracts. Whatever. But long-term contracts for all four guys, baby. Yes. Yeah, I mean, for example, they just signed Ethan Page and Jordan Grace to 2-year contracts. They also signed Tessa to a multi-year contract. I'm guessing 2 years, but that was like right before she became champ during the summer. Was it June or July? Something like that. They signed her to I'm guessing a 2 or 3 year deal. More than 1 year. But see, that's the important stuff. It's like you're building your brand. You keep these key players. They're gonna keep they're gonna keep the fans coming back. Keep the cans coming back. Why don't you just open another beer? Fine, I will. Hashtag Thirsty Thursday. What do we got left here? Interesting confrontation between Cross and Johnny Impact. Is Cross finally starting to get in the head of Johnny Impact? I think he is. He's getting under his skin. He's getting in his head. And Johnny's starting to break. You know how I know? You know how I know? Cross told off Mackenzie. Mackenzie looked stunning tonight. How do you tell off Michelle Mackenzie? Crazy. Or what's her name? Is it Mackenzie, your first name or last name? Anyways. Or is it Mackenzie Mitchell? Mackenzie Mitchell. It is Mackenzie Mitchell. See, I got a couple. See, I go the rest of my brain cells for the night because I just remembered that. Thank you, Blood Rain. Coming through again. These guys. Love my viewers. Whenever J-Bone slips a couple brain cells. Oh, look. There's the viewers. Coming in again. I was close. I don't know what the hell I said. Anyways. Do you know? Oh, shnikes. Do you know how I know Cross is starting to get underneath Johnny Impact's skin? He didn't mention his dog. Mentioned him in the first promo. You stay away from me, you stay away from my wife, and you stay away from my dog. Forgot about his dog. How do you forget about the dog? He even has his own Twitter. He's smartening up. I don't know if it's a case of smartening up, but it's going to be more of a thing where Johnny gets so upset that he unravels, that he does something else, and then Cross uses that as a aha moment. That's what I see happening. It might even be a thing where Johnny Impact does something against Taya. I don't think he's going to intentionally hurt her, but I could see, because they're using Taya as in, hey, Taya's his wife now, which in the first induction of Taya Valkyrie, and Johnny Impact into Impact Wrestling, they weren't anywhere near each other. And then they brought in Killer Cross. And I was like, oh, just bring all three together. Just like they were in AAA. I don't know. It just... I want it to happen. I've been wanting this for over a year now. Cross, Johnny Impact, and Taya together. And if it does happen, it's going to be a miracle. But I love the way it's happening. It's not just, oh, they put this guy with this guy. No, they're building this story, and I love it. Johnny turns at Homecoming, call it a hunch. I said it's either going to go two ways. Johnny uses... or Killer Cross shows up and helps Johnny. But part of me really wants Cage to win too. So like this is going to go like two ways. Of course, Johnny wins or Johnny loses, but there's so much more to it. Johnny wins, Killer Cross helps, So Johnny wins reluctantly. Like, oh, why did you do that? But now I won. I'm glad I won. But I did want your help. But thank you. What? You know, that kind of thing. Or Killer Cross has just been fucking with Johnny this whole time and ends up helping Cage win and turns on Johnny. Either way, we're going to get one hell of a storyline finish. Or chapter peak. I don't know what the hell you call it. We're going to get something good at Homecoming. The way the writing's been in Impact Wrestling, you know it's not going to be bad. Either way, I'm happy with both because I could see both happening. I really could. I don't know. Couple things left here, and then we're going to get out of here. I know it's late. Eli Drake visiting Raven. What did you guys think of that? That was kind of like out of left field. Because I knew that Raven was being used. I said that 2 weeks ago because Conan shared a picture of him online or something. Like Conan was hanging. No, was it Conan? Or was it Tommy? I think Conan was hanging with Raven. Something. Somebody was hanging with Raven. Shared the picture online, Instagram, whatever. So it's like, oh, maybe Raven will get used in a thing. Sure enough, he was used last week. Got the card from whatever, Distracted Orderly, number 5. Gave it to Eddie. Eddie, as we found out tonight, escaped. Oh my God. I'm laughing for something else. Just give me a minute. I'll get to it in a bit. Oh shit. So yeah, I'm like, why is because when I heard that Raven was gonna be part of it, I assumed that it was gonna be something with Eli Drake. I did not think it was gonna be something with Eddie Edwards. So when they showed him with Eddie Edwards, I was like, okay, I did not see that coming. That was interesting. And then they used what I thought was the obvious this week. Eli Drake visits Raven. Even though that was weird, it made sense. So basically telling him how he's going to beat Abyss and that he said he wants Raven to watch. How's he going to watch? Although, what did Raven say last week? Raven said he checks himself in and out at least once a month. Raven has no problem leaving. None whatsoever, apparently. Could Raven show up at Monsters Ball, maybe with old compadre / rivalry Tommy Dreamer? Or rivalry? Rival. Rival. They had a rivalry. Dear God. The brain goes late at night. I could see a few other people showing up at this Monsters Ball and kind of get, everybody having a moment to give Eli Drake his up and comings, teach him a hardcore hard-learned lesson. I'd like to see that. Would you like to see that? I'd like to see that. Why not? Give Raven a spot. Give Tommy a spot. Would it be interesting to see those two together? Because that is one thing that Tommy swore you would never see ever again. You'll never see a match together with them again. Doesn't mean you're not going to see them together again for some other purpose. Think about it. So we'll see. But nonetheless, I like that. And Raven just was just kind of those close-ups of him. Creepy yet funny. Raven would turn on his ass again. It makes me want to watch that last oh man. What the hell event was that? Where all the ECW guys got together. Hardcore Homecoming? Something like that. There was like two of them, I thought. Wasn't there? I'm not talking about the WWF one. I'm talking about the one that Impact did. That's the one that everybody loves and appreciates. I thought I just saw a clip of that online the other day. But that was Tommy's last match with Raven. And that was Hardcore Justice. Was it just one? Okay. But Tommy said that was the last time he was ever going to face Raven again. And that was a good place to end the rivalry. Yeah, I did see it the other day. I think Raven won it. But I'd love to see it again. So yeah, this is all leading up to the Monsters Ball between Abyss and Eli Drake. Can't wait to see it. Next 2 weeks, we're getting the best of 2018 for Impact Wrestling, and January 3rd, we'll get the Go Home show. Just days before. So Homecoming's on the 6th. So the Go Home show's on the 3rd, and just hours later, we're going to get Wrestle Kingdom. That's going to be a long day for some people. I might actually finish a review just in time to watch Wrestle Kingdom, but I don't think I could stay up all night. That'd be a little insane. In fact, I know I wouldn't be able to because I know I got my kids that weekend. Yeah, so I might be watching everything after the fact. I'll watch Homecoming live Sunday night, but I don't think I'm going to watch Wrestle Kingdom live. Which means I'll have to stay off of social media all damn weekend. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Best part of the year. And it's early 2019. Yeah, that whole week's going to be nuts. It really is. Yeah. Ruby Reyes versus Jordan Grace. We talked about that. Desi Hit Squad, Scarlett Bordeaux had a goofy little segment in looks like a hotel hall. Must have been the casino hotel hallway. Gama Singh completely enamored by Scarlett Bordeaux, singing about Scarlett Bordeaux. I wasn't singing about Scarlett. Were you singing about Scarlett? You were singing about Scarlett. No, you were singing about Scarlett. All of a sudden, Scarlett, poof. I was starting to think that there's some kind of like supernatural little like I don't know. There's something about Scarlett Bordeaux that she just poofs in and out of. She was with the Rascals last week. Poof, gone. She might as well just, do a little classic little wiggle her nose thing and poof, gone, like the genie. I know I'm really dating myself here, but I used to watch that as a little kid. I Dream of Jeannie. That's what that reminded me of. Oh, God. Barbara Eden. Poof. It rubbed the bottle and poof. Anyways. So she suggested a match between Desi Hit Squad and Cam and Falaba. So I'm guessing we're going to get that on the Go Home show. Probably. So 3 weeks. She didn't. Gama's in love. Yeah, no shit. She didn't poof out of this one. She wiggled her ass. Barbara Eden is sexy. Oh, then you've seen some Barbara Eden. Okay. I thought maybe I was like the only one. Like, I thought the rest of my viewers were going to be like, who the hell is Barbara Eden? Like I said, I know I'm dating myself here. Watched a lot of that. Monsters, Gilligan's Island, Scooby-Doo. Oh, God. Love Boat. All that crazy shit when I was a little kid. But then I got into much cooler stuff like Miami Vice and A-Team. Starship Galactica. Pew, pew, pew. Now I'm really dating myself. Anyways. I Dream of Jeannie. Jeannie. '70s and '80s had great shows. Yes, they did. Hell yeah, man. Headlining match: Moose versus Brian Cage, broken up by a broken out Eddie Edwards. The reason why I was just laughing about Eddie Edwards a few minutes ago is because Eddie, I know I'm skipping over the whole match. Just give me a minute. I'll get to it. Not that I do a whole play-by-play thing anyways. You guys know that. But just give me a second. The reason why I laugh is because Eddie Edwards ran out in his hospital robe. Okay? What I thought was going to... When he first ran out, I was like, oh my God! Are they... And as soon as I realized they weren't going to, it's like, okay, he had shorts on. Most people wearing hospital gowns don't have anything on underneath. Or barely anything on underneath. Or they give you those little see-through mesh undies, depending on what kind of surgery you have. I've worn those before. God, those are sexy. I own like 5 pairs of them. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. Not that weird. I'm weird. I'm not that weird. What I found funny was one of the last Being the Elites. Christopher, oh my God! You beat me to it. Christopher Daniels in the BTE had the bare ass. Yes. I just happened to see that out of the corner of my eyes just as I started to say that. Christopher Daniels was in the hospital road because he had the blood transfusion because he, hurt himself, his neck, his head, or whatever it was. And he turned around and he hugged the guys, and you can see his bare ass through the crack in the robe, and it was like, oh my God. So when Eddie first ran out, I was like, oh no. But no, we did not get bare. We got barefoot. We got barefoot, but we did not get bare ass Eddie Edwards. Thank you, Eddie, for wearing some shorts or whatever. Oh my god, that'd be funny. So, as much as okay, okay, this segment has been enjoyable. I do have a feeling something because I keep seeing people talking about maybe Alicia Edwards turning on Eddie. Um, she left him. He got her back. She committed him. The fact that she committed him, that says something. That's like, okay, the line's been drawn. I think she's pulling away. I mean, she did it for probably multiple reasons because she's tired of his BS and just tired of the rivalries and everything. Him going, like you said, him going too far and all that stuff. So I got a feeling at Homecoming she's going to turn on him and would honestly be a tremendous help in her character because she's kind of been plain Jane over the course of the last year. I think her wrestling has improved. I've seen lows and highs of her wrestling. I don't remember offhand what it was I saw her in a few months ago, probably during the summer, about halfway through the year. I was like, I really didn't like that. And then I saw her in a match on, I believe it was a Twitch special or a one night only, one of the two, a month or two ago, a couple months ago. And it was actually a really good match. So, okay, she has improved. She just needs the right people to work with, you know? She is getting better. She was just playing a good wife. Yeah, I mean, she's been decent in her role on TV. And not everybody can do that. So the fact that she was put in this, she's done all right, they kept it simple, How would you act as a wife? I think she's pulling it off all right. So I think she turns on Eddie sometime soon. Probably Homecoming. Probably Homecoming. And then I think that'll be the end of the feud. I can't see that going on anymore. Eddie's been in some long ass feuds, but he's been in some great feuds. He's been in like one of the best feuds of the year, honestly. 2018, Eddie versus Sami Callihan. It's one of the things that got people starting to talk about Eddie Edwards or Impact Wrestling off the bat this year. That accident was the start of it all. Oh my God, did you hear about that? Sami Callihan hit somebody in the face with a baseball bat. What? I gotta see that. Boom. Became one of Impact Wrestling's most watched, if not the most watched video of 2018. Crazy. Dude's crazy. And he's out. He's out now. So, yeah, we're going to get some kind of match at Homecoming between. I can't imagine what. Abyss is doing the Monsters Ball. What do you top with everything that they've done? Cage match? I don't know. Put them in Thunderdome. I don't know. They'll come up with something. What's the one where they hang all the weapons? That's an Impact classic. Come on, Blood Rain. What is it? Now I'm really testing you. I can't remember. It's not Monsters Ball. That's just they bring all the weapons. Aha. Stumped you. No, I don't know. But I've seen it before. It hasn't been done a lot, but it was used more in the classic days of TNA. At least I thought it was. Or was that a WCW thing? I don't know. Brain's a little fuzzy tonight. I don't know why. But anyways, they'll do something. They gotta wrap up this feud. It's been fun though. It's been entertaining. And I've enjoyed the cinematics of the last few episodes, the Shady Acres, and the fact that they included Looney Raven talking to Eddie Edwards. And then Raven telling the orderlies, hey, Eli Drake knocked over the board again. Okay, we'll haul him off. Wait, he's not a patient. Oh, shit. Are they going to accidentally admit Eli Drake? Then he has to escape just before homecoming for the Monsters Ball. Lethal Lockdown. Dude, you got this, man. Cheers, Blood Rain. Seriously, that's... You get a smash and a 2-sweet and a high five and a Rascals thing. I don't know what the... Oh, my God. And you know what else? We are at the end of the Notebook, folks. Just getting towards the end of the year here. Going to have to start a new one for the new year soon. A couple weeks left. Crazy. And I started this one July 2018. July. So it made it halfway through the year. Thumbs up. Give Blood Rain a thumbs up if you liked his contribution to the podcast tonight. Look, even the animals are both smiling. Lockdown again in 2019. Oh, I mean, if they're returning to the asylum, who knows what they're going to bring back? And not, and it's not like Impact can bring back everything from the classic days of TNA, but there are certain pieces of nostalgia that they can not necessarily try to redo, but that you can use pieces to create new memories. And I think them going back to the asylum is going to be a big, big part of that. And I couldn't be more happy for them. Can't wait till homecoming. That card is getting stacked. Allie versus Kiera Hogan, the tag team championship match between LAX and Lucha Bros. Ultimate X with Trey Miguel, Rich Swann, Jay Christ, and Ethan Page. Eli Drake in a Monsters Ball with Abyss. Probably Moose versus Eddie. Of course, we're going to get Cage versus Johnny Impact. What am I missing? Oh, Knockouts. Tessa Blanchard versus Taya. This thing is loaded, folks. Holy shnikes. Only losers will be the ones who watch the Monday stuff. That Monday stuff. Stupid Monday stuff. My show sucks. Sorry. Oh, quote of the year. Seth Rollins. My show sucks. J-Bone, now you're just being rude. You know what I say to that? All right. We're getting out of here because I'm just getting retarded now. This was fun. Hope you enjoyed it too. If you enjoyed it and you're new to the podcast, please consider subbing. We were at 575. Let's get that 575 back. Let those bastards suffer. Tumble. They are definitely tumbling horribly. So, all right, we're getting out of here. You folks have a tremendous weekend. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, Final Battle is tomorrow night. I'm working tomorrow night, unfortunately. But I'm going to, well, I'll probably watch it like, okay, I'm off all weekend. I don't have my kids. Wait, do I? No, I had them on Christmas. Brain. So yeah, we'll do a review for Final Battle because I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good, and it's going to be emotional too because who the fuck unsubbed? Look, all right. Here's the deal. I know my fan base over the last year has changed a lot, and I'm okay with that. Because I stopped talking about WWE, and a lot of people, I'm sure there's people that only watch my Impact stuff. I'm sure there's some people that enjoy my MLW stuff. Or I'm sure there's people that just pop in once in a while. And I'm cool with that. I'm going to be like, well, why didn't you watch this show? No, I get it. You know, if you subbed, great. If you don't catch everything and you come back once in a while, wonderful. I get it. That's life. You know, I don't expect to get 570 some views for every video. No, I get a handful, a few dozen, 100. It is what it is. Some do tremendous. Some do Some do, why the hell did I review that? You know, I mean, I never know what I'm going to get on here, and I'm happy with what I get. You know, this has been like the first, you know, over the course of the last year to 2 years, I've never cared as much before as trying to start to really build a fan base on here. I never cared before. Now I really care. Because once I lost that monetization, it pissed me off. And I was like, wow, I actually have the opportunity to earn some money on here. And then I lost it. And I was like, well, shit. Okay, it may be pennies, but money's money nowadays. Seriously, money's money. And the way the channel's growing now, it's only going to get better. And as wrestling changes over the course of this year to next year, and I want to be one of the guys to cover the forefront of all the change. I'm so excited about it. And I'm hoping people come with me. And I got something coming, something really big. I think it's big. Some people may look at it and say, but I think it's big. I think it's going to be big for me. It's going to be big for this channel. And I think it's also going to be big for some friends of mine too. And I'll be announcing that very soon on this channel. And I'm very excited about it. About something that just happened over the course of the last 24 hours. Had a very great conversation with someone. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know when I'm going to announce it. Maybe right before the new year. Maybe next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. I don't know. But as the final pieces get put together, Demon Rocks comes in last minute. Hey, Tesla's going to lose the title. I love you guys. I seriously do. That's just 2 cents for the whole show. Tesla's going to lose. Thank you, Demon Rocks. One of my devoted viewers. I love you guys. All right, getting out of here. I've blabbered enough, and I'm out of another beer, so that's it. We're calling it quits for the night. Have a tremendous weekend. We will review Final Battle sometime this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Let's see how the... Good night. Good night to you too, Demon Rocks. The replay of this will be up on rantwithant.com either soon or I'll just do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm tired. But I'll be reviewing Final Battle, and Impact has some Twitch thing going on. I'm going to try to catch that. I know I'm not going to catch it live tomorrow. Like I said, I'm working, but I'll try to catch it somewhere over the weekend because I know the replay will be up somewhere. I mean, on Twitch, duh. But so, all right. Good night, folks. Cheers. Much love. Have a tremendous weekend. We'll be back in another couple days or so.